G'day Spurs fans, Paul the Hotspur hippie here, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. And you know what, I've been having a bit of a think. Well, not too much of a think. What I did last night was I got stuck into a bit of tell action because I don't know much about him. I'll do Dan so before we play Liverpool. And I'm getting really excited. I'm getting really hyped actually. I think it's a good signing from what little I've seen. The little I've seen are a few sizzle reels, a couple of interviews with him, which I think he comes across really well, and he must have done something right after his chat with Ange, because Ange ain't no mug. Got him over the line where, what's his name, Amorim, Mr. Hot Shot manager at Manchester United, couldn't get him over the line, but we did. So I've been watching a few sizzle reels, a few highlight reels, that sort of stuff. But a couple of things that are really piquing my interest is how pissed off were some Manchester United fans. In fact, a lot of them were. Now, I've got to take this a bit with a pinch of salt because we know what football YouTube's like. We see it at Tottenham. We see it. It's the same with every other team. People like whinging and moaning and stuff like that. So, I mean, Mark Goldbridge's 8-minute Wingathon was fantastic. Embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Oh, the Glaziers. Oh, what's his name? Sir Jim Ratcliffe, like any billionaire is going to do any good. Nature's arriving. Bit of birds. The sun's about to set over there. So the birds go nuts at this time of day. But another one was Alice. I quite like Alice. She's a good football nerd. She's got her head screwed on. Doesn't really go in for much superlatives and drama and stuff like that, and she was a bit gutted by it as well. And also she did a video about how she believes that's what happens when you balance your phone precariously on a couple of milk boxes, but I've clamped it all down now. So I took a lot of kind of good feeling from seeing other people's misery last night. And also I saw, a few of our own YouTubers are giving it all that as usual, never happy, never happy. As far as I'm concerned, I think we had a good window. It was late, it was very late, but I think we did all right in the end. This is better than I think we did during the summer, where really we got grey. I mean, you've got to bear in mind the summer's easier to do business than the winter, so I'm taking that into account. What did we do in the summer? We got grey and Solanke. That was it. And this winter we got Kinski, Danso, and Tell, which I'm fed up with the tell me something already. I mean, God's sakes, he's Planet Stupid, man. It does my head in. These dumb little things that I hope that's the end of it. Often when Spurs social media try and start something off, it dies in the arse. So hopefully that's the end of that. And we won't hear any more stupid Tell stuff, because I don't even know if that's how you pronounce his name for a start. It could be because I saw a bit of Ali Gold, and he was thinking it was Teal. So I don't know, Teal me something. Don't work the same way. But I'm excited, man. I think we've got a lot to play for this season. A lot to play for. We're in 3 cups, man. I saw Arteta, the fraud, did his press conference for the Arsenal dead rubber against Newcastle United. So hopefully Arsenal get knocked out. Don't want them anywhere near a final. Nowhere near a final. I know Spurs and Arsenal have never played each other in a final, and I want it to stay that way. I want them to have a piss poor shit house of a season, and even get into a final and put some smiles on their faces. So I don't want any of that. Oh, kookaburras. See, Arteta. I hope the mic picks that up. Kookaburras laugh at Arteta as well. They laugh at anything though. They're an easy crowd. And then it's us. And man, I want to win. I want to beat Liverpool so badly, or draw, to get to a cup final. I think it's a bit. I think it's a bit of a cliche sometimes when people say, you win one cup and it's the start of something. It's only half true. It can be true. But if you look at Tottenham's recent history, it hasn't really led to anything. In fact, our last 3 major honours were kind of the end of periods of time, like especially 91, That was our last hurrah before the Alan Sugar years set in and we became fully awful. Thanks, Alan. You're fired. But I've a feeling this time, if we have a little bit of League Cup goodness come our way, that it could be the start of something really special at Tottenham. And it might be one of three this year. Might be one of three. I'm going to be deluded as hell, man. If people are out there being deluded saying we were going to get relegated, which was the biggest load of tosh I've ever heard, then I'm going to say we're going to get 3 trophies. Who's more realistic? We'll find out as the season winds on. I don't know if any more news. I saw fans from other teams, like, because Arsenal did bugger all in the window, Man United did pretty much bugger all, Liverpool did bugger all, but the rationale is, well, what do they need to do? Well, you've got to keep going, man. You've got to keep going. I was surprised that Liverpool didn't buy anyone during the summer either. And I was just thinking, oh, you know, Slot's just in the door, give him time, blah, blah, blah. Nothing. So who knows what's going on at Liverpool, but Amorim doesn't look like he's getting any backing at all, which is fantastic. Well done, Glazers. Well done, Sir Jim Ponzi billionaire with a stupid haircut, like they all have. Oh, God, they're such narcissists, man. Oh, my Lord. There's no such thing as a good billionaire in the world. So they're not getting backing. I'd have to say on the face of it, it looks like Ange has been backed. I don't know for sure, but it looks like the case, and he's been involved with the process. If only to get players over the line. I mean, how many players is that he's got over the line for us now? Quite a lot. They speak to him. He is the player whisperer. For someone who some claim players wouldn't want to play for because he doesn't know anything about football, I think Ange is showing that he speaks the same language as the players do, and that's the language of football. So another coup for Ange. And it's going to feel like so long before the Liverpool game. I will be doing a watch along for the Liverpool game. Kick-off is at 7 a.m. in Sydney, so it's a nice time. And I'm going to have such a wonderful day if we get through to a final. It's going to be fantastic, and I hope we all enjoy it. All enjoy it. It's been a hard old slog, but sometimes, you know, when you stick through things and you stick through the bad pit, and you keep on supporting a team like you, well, I would say should, but hey, I'm not going to tell people what they can and can't do. Then when the good times come round, it's ever so much more rewarding, instead of just flitting in and out, whether the water's tepid or lukewarm or cold or boiling or whatever. Stay the course, man, and I think we're going to have some good times anyway. Till next time, folks. Peace and love, man. Peace and love, and con you Spurs.